Guys, it's me. I'm back.
What's up, party people?
We're like, Max, come on.
All right, this show is taking a turn for the.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. We got a great show for you today. I got Chad Pipkins in the house. I'm pretty excited. How about you there, Fixie?
I'm super excited.
Fixie's excited. You know, Fixie showed up at my house yesterday. He just came back from Russia, and besides coming back with COVID, he came back with like a fur jacket. I mean, he literally could stand on the corner and look like, you know, Satisfaction Jackson and, you know, running some business on the street corner. But he brought me this hat. I should have brought it with me today because he brought me a beaver hat. And it's full on fur and it looks legit and it's warm as all get up. I'm not sure where I'm going to wear it, but it's pretty cool. So I feel like if I ever go on tour, I'm wearing it. Whew. Yeah, we got a great show for you guys today. I'm excited for you guys to be here. As always, we're sponsored by Liquid Death, and it's the water that I drink all the time. So I'm going to crack one open. Cheers to you guys. I wish it was a cold one, but it's not. You know, they're saving the planet one can at a time, right? Anyway. All right, so we're going to have some golden tickets today. We're going to talk a little bit about Lunker Hunt. It's the end of the month, so I hope you guys got your box already. We might talk about yard games. I don't know. I did a little bit of research on our guest today so that we can ask him all sorts of questions. But, of course, the phone line's going to be open. So start thinking about your questions. Today's Super Chat, I'm going to give away what do I have here? I have just about everything here. I'll find a whole another box full of, almost said the C word. I didn't mean crap. You know, I don't mean crap, but it's like, you know, my garage is full of fishing gear. I got more fishing gear than most tackle shops. So I'll put together a big box and we'll send it out for the Super Chat. And of course, every question that you guys ask Chad or myself, it's going to get you another entry into the contest. And let's just get it started by saying, giving a big warm welcome to Bethany Rudd. I mean, she's in the chat. She's excited to see me. I can see it already. She even commented on it. I get to see her 2 times in 1 week. So for you guys that are tuning in for the second time this week, again, I appreciate it. See, Marty Lawson knows what I'm talking about. It's another box of crap from my garage. I mean, but he got a box of crap from my garage, and he came on the show. He told you it's legit. I must have packed that thing with at least, I don't know, a couple $100 worth of baits and then some surprise stuff that, you know, just happens to be laying around. So you never know what you're going to get when I send you a box full of stuff. I might throw in the lint from the dryer or a hammer, or I might just send you a, you know, Lose Pro TI reel. Just depends what you got. And I have no doubt that JC Drop Shot's basement would give me a run for the money. I'm pretty sure he's a hoarder. I'm pretty sure he doesn't let things go very easily. I think he holds on to stuff, and he's a little bit of a collector. That's called hoarding. And I'll bet you that's what he's doing. All right, guys. I don't have the COVID. We let Rafi have that. We let Jared have it. Thankfully, they both tested positive or negative. Thankfully, they both tested positive or negative. Damn it, I can't get it straight. I swear this is water, you guys. I am not jacked up yet. That's gonna be later on. So, man, I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to some warm weather. I'm looking forward to getting out in the water and putting these boxes to the test. You know, the March box, you know, this month was Lunker Hunt, amazing. Next month is a Z-Man takeover. They've never done it before, and Daniel backed up the truck and loaded it full of good stuff from Z-Man. We can talk about that another day. But I went through the March. I'm looking at the whiteboard here. Dude, we got limited edition baits from Missile. And when I say limited edition colors. Like, we designed the colors with Missile baits. Nobody's got them. Not Tackle Warehouse. No one. We got 6 brand new limited edition colors of Missile baits, baby D-bombs. What else we got? Oh my God, we got tungsten kits. I can't tell you about that because this is a secret. And I'll tell you what, we sent Rafi down to somewhere down south, and he taught Mikey Balls, Alex Rudd, and Travis Manson. He taught those boys how to use a bait caster because they're okay at fishing, but Rafi is the fish whisperer, and so we sent him down there. You know what Rafi's doing now? Rafi's working on, I think it's a 20-page book that's going to come in your box. It's going to break down how to use all the baits, align you with someone. It's almost like a lesson plan, so that you might know how to Texas rig, but you might not know how to do these 3 modifications that could take your Texas rigging to the next level. And the Texas rig is one more. Wait a minute, I don't need to tell you guys. We got a superstar on the line. Let's not even waste time with what I have to say, because who really cares? I mean, you guys don't care, right? First of all, David, I see you. David Settlemeyer. Thank you so much for your super chat, 19.99. I love that. Actually, we're going to double it. You're going to call in, David. You got to call in today, and you got to ask Chad a question. Everyone line up your questions. Wait, what? Questions. All of a sudden, I stopped learning. I stopped being able to speak. God. Joe M. Does the super chat work again? How does the super chat work, Joe? Okay, so the super chat. So, the super chat, I put up all the prizes. You guys donate the money. The money I'm going to put into Rick's party fund. And trust me when I tell you I throw a good party. We're going to find a place in the United States somewhere. We're going to throw a party, take all the money, blow it on food, liquid libations, and stuff so that you guys can all come and party with us. And we'll have a secret location, and we'll make sure you're all invited. But, of course, for today, you'll get a big box full of crap out of my garage that is probably worth a couple $100. So you guys are going to love it. So thanks a lot. Joe, you are now officially entered in the super chat, even at $1.99. That's how we do it. So without further ado, should we get right in this? Is Rafi on the line? Rafi, are you in the chat? I don't know if it's Rafi or if it's like my kid. Ooh, booze. Hooker. Whoa. The kids. A little Bed Bath & Beyond, a little Home Depot. I don't know, David, about the hookers and whatever it is that you're saying here. This is a kid's show. Well, it used to be when we had Max on the show, but he had to go to military school. So let's do this. I want to open up the phone lines. I want to get it primed and ready to go because we got a great guest. So our guest today, he knows a thing or two about fishing. Maybe not as much as Rafi, because, Rafi's the fish whisperer. But he's won, just about $1 million fishing. I'd say that's pretty legit. That's more than I've got in my pocket, and that's more than I've won in tournament fishing. He's somewhere up in the frozen tundra of Michigan, I think. So let's not waste any more time. Let's bring him in. Let's give big warm welcome to Chad Pipkens. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's happening, man?
How are you?
I got a place for you to wear that beaver hat. It's up here because it is cold. I promise you that we can put that thing to use.
All right, so where are you exactly right now?
I'm in the Lansing, Michigan area, up in DeWitt. So it's
Sure.
It was about -5 this morning. We got up.
Yeah, I just came back from Western New York. I was visiting my mom. I flew in to visit my brother. So I flew into Buffalo. No snow on the ground. And the next day we got 18 inches. And I'm thinking to myself, what in God's name? Why do people live here? And then so my brother comes over and I'm like, where have you been? And he's like, oh, I was out kayaking. Kayaking on Lake Erie
Yeah.
in this
It's
weather. And I'm thinking to myself, this might be the last time I'll ever see him because he's going to go kayaking the next day and just like never come back.
That's a little extreme. We live up here for the summer and we live for the fall, and a couple weeks of the year when we get snow, a little bit of ice, have some fun, ice fish, have some of your liquid death pops out on the ice, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever that deal is, but
It's water.
no,
I swear to God. All right, so
there's no way.
True story. You ready? So the CEO of this company basically said, water. Think about all the plastic bottles that have to go into the earth. We got to recycle them. There's a cost to it. But aluminum, the cost to recycle, there's a value proposition in that, in recycling it. And you think about all the kids that are going to concerts and stuff and they don't want to drink, or they're on something special that requires them to drink water. They don't have to look silly or feel silly, so they can drink something cool. And so every decision this guy makes is about, he says to himself, what would Slayer do? and literally, like, these guys, here, it's brilliant. These guys got Tony Hawk. There's a video on YouTube. They drew the blood of Tony Hawk, mixed it in a can, and then made limited edition skateboard decks that had Tony Hawk's blood in it. Now, now when I tell you that this is just water, it's just water in an aluminum can, and the company's going to be worth like billions of dollars, which makes me want to like bang my head against the wall because it's water. It's water.
You gotta know how to market that water.
God. All right. Let's get the formalities out of the way. Your PB is what?
PB went to 9.8. Like, it didn't move for a lot of years, and then I think it was 2019 we went to 8 to 8.10, and I went to 9.5, 9.8. We're flirting with that 10 pound mark, but haven't put one in the boat yet. We got some chances this year though.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
And your favorite fishery?
Man, it's hard to beat. Like, I'm a smallmouth guy, obviously. I live up north, but New York is special, and like lakes, Lake Champlain, those places, because you can power fish small. A lot of other places, like, I love to drop shot, but I like to catch them on a drop shot. I don't like to actually drop shot. It's boring. I like to throw a big giant topwater plug, crank, throw a jerk bait, and when you get around grass with 4 to 5 pound smallmouth, that's where it's at. And
you like Oneida?
Oneida's, dude. I got the worst sickness of my life last year in the Open at Oneida. Like, at 104 or 103.5 fever. I got hand, foot, mouth from my daughter as an adult, which never happens. Dude, it was brutal. I didn't eat for like 4 days. I lost like 10 pounds. My fever was insane. I had like spots in my throat that were like open wounds, and it was brutal. But besides that, every other time I've been there, I've loved it. But last year was not my favorite. I feel like Travis Manson told me that story. Dude, it was the worst thing I've ever been a part of. I'm saying, like, it was like cuts in my mouth. It was just
That's
nasty.
Gross. Well, now I'm embarrassed because I grew up on Oneida, and foot, mouth.
That place is it's getting good. They're getting bigger, they're getting fatter, and they eat.
Yeah, they totally do. Totally do. So, are you doing much fishing right now?
Not much, man. I fished ice fish like once or twice, just hanging out, just kind of getting ready, man. I like to hang out in the fall. I run some other little businesses, stay busy, kind of get tackle. Like, you talk about tackle cleanup. Yeah. I'm simple. I like to keep it lined up, streamlined. When I'm in the boat, like, I know what I like to do, so I get rid of stuff every few years. I have a big clean out. And dude, I like gutted the garage this year. Gave away. I still got 2 big boxes of stuff. Give a lot of stuff to college teams, high school teams, youth charity fishing things, whatever. I was mailing a lot of stuff out this fall, making sure people put it to use. And just finishing up the boat and truck wrap right now, and then I'll finish rigging the boat tomorrow. Okay. And we leave Saturday to head to Florida, so there's like 0 days to miss. So it's a tight line up here in Michigan, but we're anxious to get going again.
Nice. So who are your sponsors this year?
Man, I've been real fortunate. Like, I'm still rolling with the same guys I have been pretty much from the start. I mean, I've always been with my guys at the Douglas J Salon. Got the hair lined up today before we left, which is nice. Yeah. Working with Swait with a rod sponsor. They're the title deal this year. The guys from Suzuki, and obviously the guys from Lunker Hunt. Been working with them for a while, and the Demiki crankbaits. Been throwing those forever. Gotcha. So I got nothing bad I can say about anybody I work with. Been real fortunate, and just kind of keep adding pieces to the puzzle with the guys at DD26 this year and Flow Right, and trying to make you want to make it a living. You don't want to make it where you're gambling to catch a fish and try to support your family. It's not a good spot to be in.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Demiki, I love their product. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why they're not bigger in the United States. I really can't.
It's interesting. It's all about branding and stuff too. Like you said, without your water, it's a fine example. Like those guys, it's just a smaller niche. Like they build really good stuff, and they sell a lot of stuff all the time at Tackle Warehouse, but they're not everywhere. They're not in big box retail places, and you lose some of that stuff with that, But I don't mind it. I've won more money on that damn crankbait than I had anything else I own. So.
Yeah, I feel like Daniel's just been confined by Asia. They just keep him. They don't let him loose. They run a tight ship, and so.
As long as we can keep putting big ones in the boat, we'll be all right with that.
Right on. What? Who's your favorite guy on tour to party with?
Man, to party with, like Matt Robertson he's a fun guy to be around as far as partying is concerned. He's a good dude. I've been good best buddies with BP since probably my 3rd year on tour, and travel with him a bunch, and just we get along real well, have some fun, and we came to my wedding here, and we had some couple late nights dance parties and got down and drank a little whiskey, had some fun. So
right on,
had a good time.
Right on. We've got because you haven't had them in the box yet. Listen, I'll put Demiki in the box. I'm reading the chats. I'll put Demiki in the box when they got an extra 20,000 of those baits laying around that they want to throw in there.
Good luck with that. They're sold out already.
They're always sold out. All right. What's your I understand you like yard games, or is that just one of the random weird questions that Bassmaster decided they were gonna?
They might ask weird things. I like to tailgate, and I work my tail off on the water, off the water. Like I hustle. Yeah. But I enjoy my downtime. I like to play golf, and I think I like the fall. I don't even know if I like football, but I like the games that go with football, playing whether it's horseshoes, bean bags. I don't care. I like to hang out and have a drink and catch up with people that I don't get to see much because I'm on the road all the time.
Did you watch the games last week?
I did watch a few of them, mostly just the end. So and a few other things going on. That was insane.
It was crazy. It was so cool. They had Pat Mahomes' trainer released. They monitor his heart rate the entire game, and he released the entire the chart of his heart rate, and it was like about the same the entire game. And then the final 5 minutes, it was like spiked all the way up there. It was crazy.
That's still pretty impressive, though. I mean, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, so that happened last week, that's just another Sunday for us, except we're usually on the lower end of that deal. Yeah. I mean, we're used to those games, but it always makes fun to watch.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to some games. We since we stole Matt Stafford from you and gave you our problem child, you guys were stuck with Goff, and hopefully we're gonna have a big game tomorrow. We're
really good at releasing people that win championships. Stafford. Yeah,
you are. Well, let's talk a little bit about Lunker Hunt. So I don't know how much you even know about Monster Bass, but I'll give you the quick. Do you know anything?
I got the box. There's some good stuff, and I read up about you guys. Seems like a pretty good deal, man. To getting new things sent in the mail every month. I mean, I know I'm not stubborn, but I'm far enough along in my career where I feel like I know what I like to do. Yeah. But man, 5-10 years ago even, I mean, there's so much out there you don't know about. I'd love to get stuff sent in the mail I can play with every time,
Yeah, we do it a little different too. So what we like to do is we like to break the country into regions, because obviously the baits I'm going to send the guy in Florida in February are not the same baits that I'd send to the guy in wherever. Michigan,
come on with it.
Sure. So, what are you guys doing? First caller to get Rick to take off his hat gets a 25. What is Rafi doing? Unbelievable.
Better hat than pants.
All right. Yeah, right. I might get rid of Lunker Hunt. Might leave me if I did that. There's some really good people. I love the guys at Lunker Hunt.
They are the best.
We
have some fun with them too.
You have what?
I said we have some fun. We only see them once in a while at ICAST, once a year or whatever. They're good guys to be around.
John's always good at rolling out a keg. He's a good dude. I've known him since the beginning. Let's talk about, so what's your go-to? Your go-to bait?
Dude, that's the question you get asked the most, and it's one of those where you're like, it depends on where I'm at, like what part of the country, what's going on. But I'd say two of them, and one is probably the Demiki DC 300 because I crank a lot and catch a lot of fish, and the other one that probably catches more fish on any given body of water any time of the year is a stick bait, and I throw that Lunker Hunt lunker stick. You know, that's on the deck every day of every tournament, whether it's a wacky worm, whether it's a chunk of a Ned rig. I mean, it's always in play.
Well, somebody stole mine, so I don't have any of those to show.
Man.
What, let's see here.
I got one right behind me, probably.
Oh, you probably do. Oh, okay. I've got a couple questions from the, let's, I don't know that I can ask this question.
Uh-oh.
Let's go live. Let's go live first, and let's take a call from the audience. You cool with that?
Me, yeah. I'm
All right. Before we do it, I'm going to give out some golden tickets. All right. So for those of you guys watching at home, as you know, every episode we call it the golden ticket numbers. What are the golden tickets? Well, in every Monster Bass box, I include a golden ticket, individually numbered. I'm going to call out some numbers, and if I call out your number, like I did with Marty Lawson a couple weeks ago, I'm going to send you a bunch of crap from my garage. So here we go. First golden ticket is D5734C8298. God, it'd be a lot easier if I could just be like, oh, number 194. Okay. Good. All right, let's go to the line. And do we already have someone on?
No.
Did I terminate him?
No.
Oh, man.
No, I hung up on Marty Lawson. All right, well, let's go. This guy's always a home run for calling. He'll either stay on the line or his mom is going to call him to dinner soon. So let's see what he's got to say. What's going on, Brendan?
Hey, how are you guys?
I'm
Pretty good, man. You?
I'm just doing pretty good.
Just?
Yeah. And Rick, that is an awesome looking hat. Could you show it to the camera for us? Maybe a little bit closer, maybe take it off.
Nah, I don't think there's any need to. Look, it's a good looking hat, bro. Nice try. Maybe have your mother make me a peach cobbler and send it to me, and then I'll take it off.
Ooh.
All right.
Delicious.
Ooh, that would, she makes a good peach cobbler.
Clearly.
So, yeah. So, Chad, I have a question for you, if that's okay.
Yeah, buddy. Shoot.
Okay, so there's like lakes are like a lot of the lakes that you fish, I'm sure, are super, super big. How do you go about breaking down the lake to find those bigger fish, those bigger than average fish, and getting them to bite as well? Like, how do you do that? Because that's like a big problem. Like whenever people first start out fishing, it's really hard for them to break down a huge lake like that. So what's your strategy for doing that?
Yeah, the big thing is what I've started to learn the more I fish is like you can't go everywhere and you can't do everything. The last thing you want to do is go to a place like Toledo Bend or Rayburn, like a giant, massive body of water, and spread yourself everywhere. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a little bit of a game plan going in, and you got to pick a section. Like what typically happens in those lakes and reservoirs. I'm a lower end kind of guy. Like I'm not going to be running way up a river. Some guys will only fish the upper ends of places. For me, I like to get away from that. I like to fish that cleaner water. I think a lot of the bigger fish do live on the lower ends of reservoirs typically. There's a lot more bait, a lot more life a lot of times, but it's harder to figure out sometimes because you have so much water. So the big thing for me is to pick a creek arm on that lower section. That way, if I do decide to venture up a little further, I can go up that creek arm a little bit. I can get midway in that creek, and then I can get towards the main lake as well and kind of see what's going on. And then once you figure out a pattern within that area, you can try to take that to other sections of the lake to see if maybe something else is going on. But the worst thing to do is to get to a new lake and just run around all over. And looking back in my career, like when I struggled, some years or some tournaments, like those are the times where I wasn't settling down. I wasn't figuring the fish out. I was just trying to run around too much instead of, picking a couple places and getting to work.
Okay, that's really good advice. I'll have to try that too. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially now,
And
man,
what's your
with the technology you have, dude, there's so many fish in places, and you know, like you're just able to fish quicker with,
mhm.
side scan, forward sonar, down imaging, everything. Like you're getting more clues without even getting bites because you're able to see these fish, and you can break things down quicker too.
And have you played around with live scope yet?
For us, I just got our Mega Live just last year. The Classic was actually the first event I've got to play with it, and I haven't got to do it a lot yet, but I'm excited about it because for us, 360 imaging changed the game. I've won more money off 360 imaging and target fishing than I have anything, any other piece of sonar equipment in my boat. Then that forward sonar is that piece we didn't have. Like with structure fishing, I felt like we were at a huge advantage. But then you got into that forward suspended fish, and we didn't have that ticket, and we do now, which is good because it was really relevant. A couple years ago at Lake St. Clair and the spotted bass fisheries, like you got to have all the pieces, and now we do, and I'm pretty excited to get down, to fish again. Like the Classic this year, it's going to be a big player.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that are getting really, really good at it. I mean, do you think it's something necessary for people to learn? Like, is it really necessary to learn your electronics really, really well to actually
100%.
like compete in actual, real competitor in the competition?
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Are you really are you really asking that question, Brendan?
Yeah, for live scope. Yep.
Of course.
Oh,
I
he might
expect
take his hat off now.
I expect more out of you, Brendan.
Well, now if you ask a guy that's a bank beater that like just loves to flip, there are guys on tour right now that probably will not have a live scope or a forward facing sonar and probably won't use it, but they're the guys that are just throwing a jig at the bank. And I think, if there are still some of those guys left, which I think you've seen that the last 4 or 5 years, you've seen guys that used to excel that try to do things the old way. And now a lot of the younger guys, they're using all the technology, are slowly passing them. There's too many other ways to catch them. And if it'd be like being a roofer or something and using a hammer when you got a nail gun, you got to use the technology, even up shallow. Like I've caught so many fish on 360 in 2 to 3 feet of water that you look off to the edge and you're, oh, what's that? And you throw over there and,
Yeah, look, Roland Martin's a tremendous stick. We all know that. But if you gave him technology back in the day, oh my God. Right? Like you can go on skill alone, but technology changes the game for everybody. Everybody. I mean, you still got to catch him. You still got to have skill. But it's a big help. It's a big help.
The trick, what I always said is the same guys that are winning before the technology are the same guys winning with it. They're just raising the bar and catching bigger weights and catching fish different. Like a Jacob Wheeler won a lot before that. He's still winning with it now. And it's the same thing with, other guys that are out there. Like the guys that are going to get left behind are the ones that don't use any of that stuff at all,
Yeah.
And there's just a different group of fish out there that were untapped before. Now that there's access, you're going to see guys do well in the bank again too, because so many guys are out, off on the edges and timber that the bank's getting less pressure. So there's a fine line, between knowing which one to do and mix it in. But you still got to have that intuition, that fish knowledge, like knowing when to say, man, I got to hit the bank, or man, this is the time of year I need to be in this timber,
So in this month's box, we had the Lunker Hunt bait shifter. It's this 4-inch, and it comes pre-rigged. Where would you throw this?
Dude, that's a great little swim bait for if you're playing around, like crawling around rocks for smallmouth and stuff. They will crush that. It looks like a goby a little bit too on Lake Erie, Lake St. Clair, and you get out grass edges. I mean, we're going to places like Palatka and St. John's River and Harris. Like you could slow line that through any of the edges of eelgrass, hydrilla, great places like that. I mean, on that jig head too. I mean, you could fish it around brush. You might get hung up a little bit, but it's one of those with your live and forward sonar. I mean, now you can take that same swim bait that's rigged up. If there's a treetop out there, you can throw it out there. You can watch it. You can wind it down to the top of the tree. If it starts to get there, you get a little lift and you watch those fish come up and you know what lives there. Just,
Brendan.
Yeah, that is a pretty good bait. I like that. Yep.
What?
Did you ask how I wanted to
yeah,
cook it?
no. I just wanted to know what your mom's making for dinner tonight.
Well, I have nachos, which was absolutely delicious.
Yeah. All right.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. So what are you guys having for dinner?
I don't know. Ma, the meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Dude, my wife makes a mean meatloaf.
yeah?
I promise you that. Like, it's legit delicious.
All right. So true story. I just
Oh,
had
yeah?
my first meatloaf since I was probably like
Really?
6 years old.
Are
So-
you American?
Yeah. So
Wow.
so I went to visit my
Wow.
mom for my brother's birthday, and we had dinner, and they always do something silly, and I said, so what do we have for dinner? She's like, well, your brother wanted meatloaf, and I'm like, meatloaf? I'm like, I haven't had that stuff since I was like 6 years old. She goes, oh, it's so good the next day, and I'm like, and they're like selling me on like meatloaf sandwiches, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? It was actually really good. I was so surprised.
Yeah. There's some people that put ketchup on it, which I don't really understand. I
You
mean,
have to make meatloaf with ketchup. It's like a half a bottle.
really?
Like you
Oh,
put
yeah.
like when you make the meatloaf, you put the ketchup in it.
I think it's in it, and then we put it on it too. Like it's like a half a bottle, like a big bottle of ketchup, and it
Oh my
is
God.
good, moist. Woo.
I don't really understand that when they put ketchup on stuff like that. I mean, I would put hot sauce on that.
I
But
put that
that's
shit
just
on
my
everything.
opinion.
Eggs,
Yeah.
it's all good.
All right, Brendan, you got another question? We're gonna move on to our next caller.
All right. You guys have a good night. I'll keep on watching.
All right, bro.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot
Thank
for
you.
calling in.
Thanks, Chad.
All right.
Thanks, Rick.
All right. See you later, everybody. All right. I don't know if I can go to this next question. I mean, we got another caller, but all right. So Chad, I'm getting all sorts of questions. Like my phone is blowing up.
Oh, are you blushing?
What? What in God's name is on the top shelf?
Yeah, that's funny. I keep those. Are my, I don't make money fishing. That's my other career. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna get one.
Okay.
It's actually a fish.
Oh my God.
Now you can see it.
That's the greatest.
Hey,
Oh.
I don't make the trophies. I just catch the fish that the trophies are given for.
And what?
It's got a little bend to it. I'll get them all together for you.
Wait. What's the tournament for?
Dude, these are big time. This is BFLs. Michigan.
Shut up.
Come on, watch.
Oh
Here you go. Put them all together for you.
my God.
So you can see the dates. Look at that. 3 in a row.
Oh my
God.
God.
That's where I started my fishing career, man.
The Burt Mullet
They
Championship.
do look a little weird, though.
Especially from far away.
Yeah. See? It's a good talking point, you know?
That's amazing.
Yep. Need some more of them.
Yeah. Oh my God. My phone won't stop.
Yeah, it's a good looking trophy.
Yeah, best trophy ever. Oh my God. All right. We're going to go to Marion, Ohio for this next caller. Go ahead, caller.
What's up, Rick?
Who is this?
How are you, Rick?
Who is it?
This is Greg.
Oh, what's going on, sir?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Just got my Lunker Hunt box today.
Okay.
I'm pretty satisfied with it. It was pretty killer.
Okay, that's good news.
Right.
I love it.
Some goodies in there.
What's your favorite bait in there? And what questions did you have?
My favorite bait by far would be the bait shifter.
Oh,
Nice.
Can't wait to try that.
Pretty versatile bait, man. Around
So I'm
grass,
thinking-
rock, get it done. Pretty
Now,
simple.
do you
to
think
rig, too.
it'll catch the? You think it'll catch the fish that are sleeping?
Unfortunately, with all the electronics and stuff, you realize how many fish are out there that don't bite, dude. It's a little depressing from time to time. But just the big thing, the way I like to fish, man, I'm always looking for active fish. There's a fish somewhere that wants to bite. Those other ones can stay asleep, and I'm going to get away from them and leave them alone. Maybe they'll wake up tomorrow.
Where do the fish sleep at, Chad?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about what they do with sleeping. I think they just kind of go into trance and hang out. I don't think they move to sleep or whatever they do. You ever seen where they're just sitting there and they don't do
sleep
anything?
on
Like,
they sleep
like
on the
they're-
riverbed, man.
on the river. Well played. That's pretty. Makes sense.
Huh.
Where they gotta sleep somewhere in the lake then.
Hey, Rick, I'm thinking you're guessing the number 12.
You're not close.
I'm not close?
Well, you're kind of close.
Kind of close.
Yeah. It's just not there.
You don't even let
So
them
we
know what it's
getting
in
a
between.
preview of next.
What's that? You're within 20. How's that?
That's good.
It's not bad.
All right, I'll say 22.
I mean, of
We
all
just get
the,
one guess.
of all the numbers on the planet, I mean, you're within 20. That's a pretty damn good guess.
That's strong.
I would go by.
Rafi said that was absolutely horrible.
Well, I mean, come on, it's Rafi. Rafi's good for two things: teaching average anglers like Travis Manson how to use a bait caster, and giving beard grooming tips to Alex Rudd.
Nice.
He doesn't know my favorite. He doesn't know the number.
I was just trying to make Chad laugh. That's all.
I like it, man. But seriously, if we could figure out where they sleep and what they eat in their sleep, we could dominate probably.
Could we?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
They are pretty gullible. They fall for a hook, line, and sinker every time. Man.
Oh my God! What do you got a stand up? You got a stand up show over there in Ohio?
Dang.
No. Just sitting here sipping my coffee, thinking of fishing jokes.
Right on, bro. Right on.
Hey, you guys have a great day there. Rick, you going to show a preview of next month's box?
Sure, I could do that at the end of the show. I have it. Do you still have it? Yeah. He took it out. He took it over on the Santa Monica Pier today to take a picture of it. So I'll pull it up. I'll pull it out and we'll show you some stuff.
Sounds kind of nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys have a great day. Hey, Chad, good luck this year, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Take care.
Thanks, Greg.
You too.
All right. That was Greg Whitaker, not Whitaker. All right. We got some. Let's take another call. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, this is Mark from Missouri.
Mark from Missouri. What's your PB?
Right now it's a week 5.8, but it can always improve from there.
Solid.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mine's 5.1 and it's a smallmouth. So you'd be embarrassed.
Nice.
You'd be embarrassed if I told you what my or I'd be embarrassed if I told you what my my largemouth PB is. So
Oh,
so what's going on, man?
well, I got not much. I got a couple of quick questions for Chad.
Fire away, man.
All right. What's your favorite old school go-to lure or bait when all else fails?
Old school. I mean, does a lunker stick count? I mean, the oldest school bait out there is basically a stick bait or a finesse worm. I mean, I've caught more doing that than I have on anything else. But if I had to pick something like a fun old school bait, is like when we're getting down to Florida, the devil's horse. Like you really don't throw a prop bait like that, a topwater prop bait, really anywhere else. But in Florida, for whatever reason, they eat it, and it's one of those that's kind of slow. It just it stops and the prop flicks, and good way to catch them in Florida. But the weather's got to be right. That's the only downside of that deal.
It's called a devil's horse.
Gotcha.
Yeah, devil's
Yeah.
horse.
Oh, sure.
Yep, just a little topwater
right.
prop bait.
Gotcha. All right. And question number 2. what would it take for you to fish the helicopter lure in a tournament?
The helicopter lure in a tournament? Ooh. I don't know. I don't think I'd mess around. Now I used to catch them on that flying lure, the banjo minnow. Like you can get it done with that, but the
Banjo minnow,
lure,
yeah.
the helicopter lure looks a lot like my trophies here in the back. Just a little out of place, a little weird.
You've never thrown the banjo minnow
Yeah.
in a tournament, though, have you?
I have not, but dude, one of the first bass I caught on my parents' lake was on the banjo minnow on the hook they gave you. Caught a nice 2-pound smallmouth.
Oh my
Just
god!
like a fluke.
Yeah, it's like Mighty Bite. You ever seen that infomercial for Mighty Bite?
No.
Oh my god, it's a fluke with literally in the middle of the belly, it's red and there's a bite taken out of it.
All the bite marks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
The weakest link, man.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Yep. Well, I appreciate you taking my call. Good luck fishing and stay safe on the water.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You take care.
All right, thanks for calling in. Let's see, what do we got next? Let's go North Carolina. Go ahead, caller.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is David Sotomayor.
What's
going on, David?
man?
Hey, quick question. Y'all talking equipment? I've got a little dilemma I've got myself. Before I tell my wife we hit a nice little lottery win on Monday, I want to put $3,000 or $4,000 to upgrade my equipment on my boat. I got 2 Garmin Eco 9 SVs. I'm gonna spend $3 or $4 grand. What would you put?
Man, if you're getting off the bank at all, nowadays, you have to have something that gives you either forward-facing sonar or 360 imaging. You know what I mean? Just the way things are, you'd have to have something like that on your boat. I'm not familiar with the Garmin line, what the 2 units you said, what they're capable of. But I'm a Humminbird guy myself, but I know each brand has their own version of that stuff. But that 360 imaging style and forward sonar, man, it just opens up a whole nother world of fishing. When the fish aren't on the bank and it gets tough, you can go out and learn like that, and you can take your wife and kids out or whatever it is, and crappie fish, bluegill fish. It's night and day difference when you're trying to catch a fish that's sitting 5 feet in the water column at 10 or 12 feet, and you can just turn things around like this, and you're like, oh, there they are, throw over there. It's a lot of fun, definitely.
Nice. Rick, love this month's box. My son absolutely went crazy over. He loves the blopper. He got a white one.
Nice.
He said he can't wait till it warms up enough to fish it.
Amazing. I can't wait to see what he catches on it.
We're ready for that.
Thanks, guys.
Man.
Love the show.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, we are.
All right, let's go to this guy. Let's take this guy.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, Rick. Marty Lawson.
How's it going?
TV 411 Smallmouth.
Marty the party.
Hey.
What's happening?
Hey, so I'm gonna pick on Raffy for a minute because I'm gonna do all 3 of the things that he said here in just a few minutes.
Okay.
So, but what I want to do is I want to ask Chad a question. Fishing here in Virginia, fish your reservoirs and stuff. And this past year, they dropped our reservoirs by between 8 and 10 feet. So all the structure that you fished in early spring was gone. So if you encountered something like that, because the bass fishing just dropped completely when they did that. And, well, at least for me, because I couldn't find them anymore because all the structure's gone. The weed beds that were there were all exposed, and you couldn't find anything. What would you have done in a situation like that to try and get back on the bass when the majority of your shore structure is gone?
Yeah, that falling water, man, that happens at a lot of places, the reservoirs, because they do the winter drawdown to get ready for those spring rains. And there's usually a 2-week period where it's hard to catch them. And you saw that in 2020, we fished in the fall. And a lot of those places, the fall transition is just a hard time to fish when the water turns over, when the water's falling like that. They just get really inactive. You can be around them, they don't bite. But big thing with that falling water is the last of anything in the water. If you've got a steeper bank with certain laydowns where they maybe we're extending 7-8 feet in the water, so maybe there's still 2 feet of those in the water. Those are going to be magnets for fish because those fish don't have anything else to hang on. And the other thing is drains, places where they can fall off into, little depressions. Those hold a lot of fish that time of year. And we fish, I can't remember the name of it. It's in Tennessee, Douglas Lake in the fall every year. I'm a big topwater guy, man. When that water starts falling, it's a good way to catch them. But again, the conditions have to be right. You know, you got to have some decent weather, not high skies, sunny, post frontal. Like, that's not going to be the deal then.
Yeah, I tried fishing the riprap up around the dams, and then just any other type of channels that I could find. And it, you know, I mean, I was running into it with my trolling motor, and I was hitting stumps and things that I never knew existed. It was really bad.
Yeah,
but
they should be all over that
thank
stuff.
you for the.
Yep. Yeah, and if you can run up a river.
I actually went on a trip, and I didn't even bring the poles with me. I just started marking all the structure, and that worked out really well.
Yeah, and those are places where those fish will stage next year too. You know.
Exactly, they should be there in the spring. But hey, Rick, a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, last time I called in, I told you I was a cancer survivor.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, and you know, I went through the chemo and everything. I lost all my hair, and ever since then, I've just kept my hair really short. And it looks like your hair is pretty short. Do me a favor, take your hat off and show your support for all the cancer guys out there, would you?
There you go, bro. I'm not afraid to take my hat off for you. All you gotta do is ask
there
nice.
There you go. Okay, that's right. Now the next thing for Chad. You know, a couple weeks ago, I won this box of crap from Rick's garage, and I'll tell you, one of the things that got me is you got to watch what he sends to you. If he ever sends you something, for some reason, I think he's going to include a 24-hour hygiene kit, which he did. He sent that to me. You know, I guess I'm just special to him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Nothing wrong with that.
So now the last thing is this number, Rick.
Yeah.
I think it's 34 because if you sign up for a 3-month subscription, you're going to get the fourth box for free, which says it's 34, which I think is the correct number that you're thinking because that's always on your mind. I got that text all the time until I finally did it. So I think the number you're thinking is 34. How am I doing?
It was nice talking with you, Marty.
Good try.
Hey, one last thing, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, I got the Lunker Hunt takeover box. I thought it was great, and I'm very excited about going out and trying the tail spinner. That came in my box. And I actually jumped online and used the 20% discount code and got a few more of them for myself. So really looking forward to that. Keep up the good work. Can't wait for Z-Man next month.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks for calling in.
Good luck.
All right. That was Marty the Party. Actually, not Marty Robinson, Marty Lawson, but.
Still a party, huh?
My God.
You gonna be all right over there?
No.
Glad I'm not next to you.
I've had this cough for like a month. I don't have COVID, but man, it must be horrible to be around me, or at least walking through the grocery store, because you know everybody in the grocery store that's like spreads like the moment I cough.
You get a lot of alone time now, huh?
Yeah. All right, let's take this one. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from, and what's your PB?
Largemouth or smallmouth?
I don't care. Whatever.
514 smallmouth, 6'7" largemouth.
All right,
Nice.
Go ahead. Tell me about your basement or your truck or whatever it is you want to talk about.
No, we're not going to talk about.
All right, great.
We're not going to talk about. We could talk about the $100 meatloaf I made.
How about you talk to Chad? Because you can call me on your phone anytime you want. Let's make good use of this time. Go.
What's happening?
So Chad, being that you live in the Lansing area, How did you learn how to catch bass? Because there's no bass in that area.
We drive, man. That's all we do is drive. Yeah. The first time I ever fished, though, was on Lake Lansing. And now you're right, because we weighed in one bass. It was a legit 14-incher. It was 15 ounces. So that was the first tournament experience I had. Got on them.
I fished the Grand River, and I caught bigger walleye than I did bass. In Lansing. So.
Dude, Lake Ovid used to have them up here. It's a grass lake, and they had a big fish kill one fall, like just giant 3 to 5 pounders floating everywhere, just done.
Oh, that sucks.
20 years ago. Yeah, it happens.
I got to tell you, I still have never caught a walleye. I grew up in Syracuse. I grew up in Syracuse. How have I never caught a walleye?
You said you fished Oneida.
I grew up on Oneida, and I've never caught a walleye.
I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah, I understand. If you want to hang up right now, you can. I get it. Trust me. Trust me. I listen to Travis Manson sometimes just calls and just reminds me. He'll just call and remind me that I grew up on Oneida. I haven't caught a walleye, and then he hangs up. And he just laughs at me.
The good news is the only thing you're missing out on is like dinner. They do not fight for anything, and you're not missing any, man. But go to the store, get some walleye, eat them. That's what it's all about. Definitely.
Just a wet rag that tastes good.
Pretty much. A little head shake. That's it.
So I got another question for you, Chad. If you could take one lure to Lake St. Clair, and that's all you had to fish with the entire year, what would it be?
Man, it wouldn't be fun, but if you're fishing with a drop shot, you're probably going to be the most productive. But like, I'll be honest with you, I've had more luck with a crankbait still, like the 300 or a bigger crankbait out there. Like, I've won a lot of money with a drop shot, but I like to throw it at targets, and that's what I hate about Lake St. Clair. Lake St. Clair is a fun place to take, people and guests, guide trips, because hey guys, just throw anywhere you want. But when you're a tournament fisherman, if the bass can be anywhere around your boat, that doesn't do any good for me. And that's like, now it will a little bit more because of the forward sonar. But when we fished there 2 years ago, I didn't have forward sonar, and it was tough because the other guys were picking off fish, and I'm out here, I knew where they all were because I'd caught them, and I had them bite in practice, and it got frustrating. So I'm a Lake Erie guy. I want to throw it a rock pile. I want to fish it for 5 minutes. I want to be gone to the next one. So, yeah.
So recently, Miniachi posted something about a bass series coming to Lake Erie in the month of April. Largemouth or smallmouth for your go-to?
Man, you can't beat the smallmouth out there. Like you can catch big largemouth. There's a lot of them that are neat, that don't get any pressure in places, and guys can go out and catch a 20 to 22 pound bag of largemouth. But you're not going to sit in one of those places and catch them 2, 3, 4 days in a row. If you get on those pre-spawn fish on Lake Erie in April, May on the Ohio side or whatever, I mean, you're talking like 25 to 27 pounds of smallmouth. So in Michigan, when you're fishing a lake that has largemouth and smallmouth, like up here, the largemouth just typically don't compete. I don't know why that is, but they just don't.
Yeah.
The smallmouth are like butterballs.
Yeah.
And barbecue sauce on meatloaf, Rick, by far the best way to do it.
Ooh.
All right.
Never done. Might have to try that.
And what kind of barbecue sauce, Justin?
Baby Ray's.
Traeger's got a sweet and spicy that's really good that I like. They have another one called Sugar Lips that my wife likes. So I did like $100 meatloaf on the Traeger.
All right, stop.
Earlier this year. And,
all right, hold on.
It was awesome.
I did a $5.99 meatloaf.
Yeah. What the hell goes in $100 meatloaf?
So you can go to my YouTube channel and check out the video.
What a jackass. Should I hang up on him right now?
But I will tell you what's in it. All
right.
There is wild boar, venison, elk, ostrich.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
morel mushrooms on 2.0, which I didn't film, but it came out to about $100. It made about 3 meatloaf, like pan size of them, and smoked them on the Traeger, and they were beautiful.
Sounds pretty fancy.
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about ostrich. Did
No,
I say
you
ostrich?
said it. You
Ostrich
said it.
is in there, too.
Ostrich. I didn't forget ostrich.
Did I? Okay. Yeah. The only thing I didn't throw in there that I thought about buying was antelope, but that was about it.
All right.
I didn't even know you could buy
Country
these.
smokehouse.
I thought
Best place in the world.
As a guy that doesn't make meatloaf, let me ask you a question. Why would I want to mix all of those? Like, why wouldn't I just put like beef, veal, and pork?
Good question.
Like, let's cut up.
Veal sucks.
No, what are you talking about? It's for the texture. I mean,
no, ostrich, elk, venison.
all right,
wild
do you
boar,
put
it's
breadcrumbs
incredible.
in, or do you tear up white bread?
I put in panko.
Yeah.
I don't know what
All
that
right.
is.
They're no expense.
It's breadcrumbs. He
Panko.
uses like high end breadcrumbs. So all right, for all the Italians out there that are really upset with Justin Clark right now,
No, not the Italian seasoning panko.
No.
The Japanese
First of all,
style panko.
yeah, I get it. All right, come closer. All right, so for everyone out there that understands, when you're making meatballs or meatloaf, you don't use breadcrumbs. You want to tear up the white bread without the crust. You want to tear up the white bread and leave some chunks in there. That's going to absorb the milk. And what that's going to do is when you start to mix up the meat, that's what's going to keep it. It's going to allow you to make the dense meatloaf, but it's also going to allow you to make it moist, right? You got to have the white bread. I'm telling you, it'll change your life.
I run eggs in my meatloaf, not milk.
Yeah, you got to put eggs too. But you got to take you take the white bread, you put it in a bowl, right? Once you've torn it all up, and you put the milk in with just the bread, and the bread soaks up the milk before you put it into the meatloaf. Trust me about this. All this coming from a guy who hasn't had meatloaf since he was 6, but you know.
Doesn't mean you don't know how to make it.
Yeah.
I have never had milk or bread in meatloaf ever, I guess. I don't know.
Well, all right. Well, there you go.
But ostrich is like totally underrated, and everybody should try it. It's incredible. I love it. Delicious.
All right.
Elk is my favorite. So.
All right,
But
Justin.
I just wanted to challenge myself. See if I come up with a combination. That's all.
Well, you want to give yourself a shameless plug so we can all go watch your video?
Go at JC Drop Shot on YouTube. You know, it's a few videos down below all those ice reports. And then I got COVID, and then I couldn't film for a few weeks. So,
Ouch.
but yeah, that meatloaf is awesome. Everybody should go try it.
All right, everyone go try it. Thanks a lot for calling in, man.
Enjoy. Take care, man.
No problem.
Later.
Yep, later.
All right, well, that was JC Drop Shot. We've got, I don't know who this is. Let's do this. Let's close the hotline for now. God, I'm dying. This liquid death is killing me.
Yeah, your can says that.
I just poured it in my nose. God. All right, let's take this one. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from and what's your PB?
Of course, man. You know where I'm from. Southern California, near the SoFi Stadium where the Rams play and they should win the Super Bowl. What's up, my man, Rick? You know you're from the 213 and nobody's better than Rick Petrie. What's up?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Well, I'm good, man. I'm just going to do a little info checking here, Chad. You know, you got that Lunker Hunt hookup, man, and you got the wintertime here and you're cold. Tell me, have you threw that Bocce blade? I've looked at that. It looks pretty. Look like it'll get a bass, but I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to ask you first before I pick it up.
Get it after it. Dude, that's just one of those deals. It's just suspended fish. That's why you got it down there, Rick?
No, I don't. Which one is this?
Got a little tail?
No. Oh, it's at my house. It's sitting on my desk. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay, now you saw that. Yeah, and I see it there, man. it's a good bait. I'm telling you now. Now Rick did a cool deal. He came on Monday. He surprised everybody with I'm going to come on Monday and do a show. So he did a show Monday, and then he did something fantastic. What he did was he said everybody in the chat who's listening now will get a chance to get 20% off the Lunker Hunt. Rick, can you do that deal for the people today and give them a shot at getting 20% off for the Lunker Hunt today again? Give them 24 hours.
I'll tell you what I'll do. All right, 1 day only. Like literally, I'll let you sign up and get the Lunker Hunt box. It's got to be the Regional Pro Series. I'll let you get it for 50% off.
Sounds pretty legit.
Is that good enough for you?
Fantastic deal. Fantastic deal. Now, I'm looking at, what they got on that Lunker Hunt site, and that 20% off, man, looks good. So if guys want to sell themselves some money, if that code's going to work, man, you can give the guys a break while you're coughing. I'm going to give you a chance to go ahead and take a little sip of tea. Mr. Gammon's going to hold the mic for a moment. Let's see exactly if we can take care of Chad and get Chad on board with what you're doing for Lunker Hunt. Lunker Hunt is a cool company. Now, Chad, what I'll ask Chad, you're going to go down to Florida on one of these bass tournaments. You got to throw that spider, man, and catch a fish on camera for everybody can see you catch a fish on the spider so they can stop bashing my spider. I like that spider.
Dude, that spider's
Lunker Hunt spider.
The only hard thing about that is when you throw that, like that's a fun one to throw. Dude, like 20-pound braid on spinning gear around trees at home, like catch them all day long. But when you get to wrestle with a 12, 10-pounder, 12-pounder down there, it could be a different. Down there, Lake, when we're going to Rodman and Palatka down there, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard to beat. I talked about it before, lunker stick. Lunker stick, simplest bait out there. I guarantee you, in the next 2 Florida tournaments, I'm going to catch at least 2 or 3 fish every day on that lunker stick. I promise you that. Guaranteed. Hopefully they're giants, and they will be on TV then.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Now, I know for sure you're on that fantasy fishing, man. I'm going to pick you. I'm going to ask the question. What's the best lake I can count on you and say, I got Chad Pipkins on my fantasy fishing. He's not going to disappoint me. He's going to bump my points up on the Bassmaster fantasy fishing site.
Dude, I think it's going to be, I've been consistent at Thousand Islands, but the first year I fished, I finished in the top 10. I think it's going to be Thousand Islands this year. I'm feeling that one. I did a little scouting in the fall this year, found some stuff out in the lake, and we're going to go to the big lake and get after it this year.
All right, man. I'm going to be picking you, man. You heard that, folks. Chad's not going to disappoint this year in fantasy fishing. He's going to bump our points up. So if you need a points bump, go ahead and pick Chad on that lake. That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Hey, thank you. We're going to get it done.
All right. Thanks for calling, man. All right. So.
All right there, Rick, man. Love you, man. You guys take care of Rick, man. Rick is a man giving a deep discount. We love that 20% off that Lunker Hunt, man. It's all good. We love you, buddy.
All right. Thanks, man.
Take care.
Have a good one. All right, so I misunderstood him. All right, so can we put all right, so for everybody watching, Lunker Hunt gave us a 20% off discount code. We'll put it up on the screen. Maybe Rafi can put it in the chat and we'll copy it. We'll put it on the screen. It'll give you 20% off your any purchase at lunkerhunt.com. So we'll get it up there and you guys can do that. Yeah. But I guess I did tell everyone I'd give you 50% off on the Lunker Hunt box. All right, so here's what I'll do.
You can do both.
I'll give you, if you haven't signed up for the Lunker Hunt box, I'll let you sign up for a box. It's good for, shoot, I don't know. I guess I have to go create a code. I'll post a code in the comments tomorrow. Give you guys 50% off. Use code SAVE50, and it'll take 50% off of a 1-month subscription for the Lunker Hunt box. We'll figure that all out.
Nice.
Okay, who's next? Let's who I don't know. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from, and what's your PB?
So I'm from Frisco, Texas.
Oh,
my PB is a 5.2 largemouth.
Ooh-wee. Love it.
You got some giants down there somewhere.
You got a question for Chad?
Lake Fork is known for it. I don't have a question. I appreciate you guys doing what you do every week. This is the first time I've been able to jump on, so I appreciate that. I appreciate what you do and what you're doing for angling. It's awesome. And about that hat, I'm so happy to trade. Unfortunately, you can't see what I'm wearing, but I got my Navy Bass Anglers hat on, and I trade. You can put that in the next box for me, and I'll somehow or another get this one to you.
Okay, I can do that.
Done.
Sweet.
How about you just put your name and address in the chat. Fixie will copy it, and I'll mail you this hat. I mean,
awesome.
But do you really want it? It's been worn.
You can wash it. It's weathered.
So is mine.
Okay.
It's worn by you, so maybe my PB will go up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. It's probably, it works, 70% of the time. It works most of the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very
all right.
pungent.
Yeah.
Well,
that's such a
I'm looking forward to the Z-Man box this coming month.
Yeah, me too.
What's that, Chad?
He was quoting Anchorman.
Good flick.
Oh,
so good.
Nice. I will. I'll put my name and address.
All right, sounds
What's
good.
that? Yeah,
sounds good.
I'm looking forward to breaking up TV.
Awesome.
If you guys get the World Fishing Network, check out Strike Kings Force on Force season 11. I'll be in it. I was asked to join, so
nice.
It was an honor to fish with those guys. It was a real blast.
Good deal, man.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks
Good
for
luck out there.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. Appreciate your service.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You were worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers.
All right. So Jason Christie's in the chat right now, and he wanted to let you know that you're safe today because he was going to call in and give you a hard time, but he's currently in a car. He's in a car full of his daughters and his wife, so he's you're safe today.
Good. I'll see him in a couple weeks. So
I don't know how the guy does it. So last week we're on live, and he's up in a tree stand. He's up in a tree stand hunting deer, watching the live stream and chit-chatting in the chat, and here he is today, and he's multitasking.
Just getting it done.
Driving his wife and daughters around. If I find out, like, I'm gonna have to watch closer on the casts with on the tournaments, because if he's sitting there like with his phone and casting away and watching, I mean, that man is he's a bad man.
Casting machine.
All right, you got time for 2 more calls?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
And I got getting ready to put the little baby down.
Yeah. I'll get you out of here in 7 minutes.
Perfect.
Go ahead, call. You're on the air. Where are you from and what's your PB?
Hey guys, this is David from Oklahoma. My PB is probably a low 5.
Ooh, love it.
I know we're running out of time, so I'll make it quick on my question here. You hit the nail on the head earlier, Chad, when you said that live scope or any of those kind of will show you how many fish out there aren't biting. So my question is we just got it set up, and how do you convince yourself to leave when you see a whole pile of fish?
Dude, it's one of those.
And they're not biting, I should say.
I don't have a ton of experience with it yet, but I know it's the same thing as sight fishing. It's the same thing as seeing them on your sonar, except now you can actually see how they're acting on your bait. Like, just like when you're bed fishing, there's fish that you have a chance to catch because they're showing interest. There's other fish where you're like, this one ain't worth it. But fish are just like people. Their moods change. So if you've got a group of fish and they're not acting right now, it's okay to leave them and come back maybe when the wind changes, maybe the clouds roll in. Like, those fish's moods can change, and some guys like to sit on them all day, but me, I personally like to be in control. I like to move and make sure I'm making the decisions and I'm not waiting on that fish. I may hit that school, 2, 3, 4 times, but I want to visit that. I don't want to die on a school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's just real easy to get in that trap of, you see the fish and you throw 2 or 3 different things at him, and you next thing you know, it's been an hour and you're still staring at the same pile of fish with nothing on your pole.
Yep, dude, it happens. And like if you know they're big, it's just a fine line. 'Cause I've been on the other deal where you leave them, and then you come back and somebody rolls up and they're jacking on them. It's one of those like, if you leave, if you stay, I feel like the more that I'm in control with my decision making, the more consistent I'm going to be.
Makes sense. Good advice. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem, man.
All right, guys, have a good night.
Thanks a lot, man.
You too. Take care.
I'm dying. Maybe need another cold one.
It is pretty funny watching you crack those open because
it is. And drinking out of the can, I remember the first time we got them, I was like,
it just feels good.
It feels so different. All right, man. Last caller.
Who we got?
He's been on hold for 16 minutes.
He earned it.
All right. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from and what's your PB?
Hey, fellas. From Missouri, live in North Carolina, and I just got my PB about 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
That I can remember. It was a 4.6.
Nice. What'd you catch it on?
Largemouth. A live bait. The live bait, the small A-rig.
Nice.
It was just
the A-rig
luck. Complete luck.
Definitely.
Rich, you're going to die, dude. You might as well just go get some vodka or something and just fix it. Start gurgling.
Yeah.
Listen.
Maybe you should drink water.
I got a coaching session at 6 o'clock, and then I'm going to dinner, and there'll be plenty of vodka, I assure you.
All right. So your little mementos in the back are pretty cool. That was pretty funny. I was been thinking about that the whole time before Rick asked. That was pretty interesting. Those are pretty cool, though.
They're different.
Rick, there's the ideas for trophies for bass. Go ahead, Chad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to earn those trophies up there, right?
Yeah, those are definitely ones to earn.
Yeah.
So I was in the chat talking earlier. I know the channel is all about bass fishing and reel and rod fishing, but have you guys ever been actually gigging? It's something that's done in Missouri during the fall time. Have either one of y'all done it?
What is it?
I was waiting for that. So there's a fella that's in the chat said he's getting ready to move to Missouri area. So in Missouri during about the last week of August to early February, you get on the river and you're gigging for yellow and hog suckers. If you don't know what that is, it looks like the little fish you put in a fish tank. It goes around and sucks on the
placostomus?
On the glass. Say that again.
A placostomus?
What?
Something like that, yes.
Okay.
So, well, I'll finish. So what you do is you go at night, you're on your John boat, you put floodlights on the front of the deck, and you have anywhere between a 15 to 20-foot pole that has like a small pitchfork on it, either a 3-prong or a 4-prong, and you're gigging the fish. You can gig anything. There's like 4 fish you can't gig. I think it's bass, drum, and a couple others you're not allowed. But any other fish you're allowed to, you can gig it. But the most thing is to gig the suckers because they get real overpopulated.
So you snagging them?
So cool thing is, say that again.
Are you snagging them? Is that gigging?
No, you're gigging them. Like you're going frog gigging, you're stabbing them. I guess snagging them. I guess that will work. But when you're done, you go back to the bank and you clean them. You can get up to like 100 and some odd fish a night and feed probably about a good 10, 15 people in a fish fry right there on the bank. Just skin them, flay them, throw them in the deep fryer, start drinking beer and hush puppies and some river fries. You'd be good to go.
Sounds like a party.
So, yeah, I was just going to say, so
It is.
Where's the invitation? Because I don't know what this is.
All right. So, okay. If you guys are really wanting to do this, want to go to Missouri to do this, I can hook you up with my brother who still lives in Missouri. He goes every fall. My family does it, has been doing it for the last 15, 20 years. It's a thing that happens every year. So if you want to get a hold of me, that's fine. I can tell you who to get in touch with in Missouri for that time of year to try it. More than happy to help set you up with that.
I feel like I kind of need to drive around the country in a Winnebago, and like I need to go to some crawdad boils. I need to spend a good amount of time in the South, because here in Los Angeles, as you can imagine, we're not eating a lot of antelope and making the $100 whatever. I'm going to pay $100 for a burger tonight because it's so stupid. I need to go to like some good down home cooking, and this sounds like it could be fun. I mean, I don't know about the snagging part, but the drinking and the eating part, I'm totally with.
Deep fryer.
Yeah.
You'll be out there on the river for 3-4 hours. Start right at dark. Be finished by 10 o'clock.
No.
Have you a big old mess of fish and hush puppies and river fries. River fries are just like fish chips.
Let me be clear. I'm not going to be out on the water for 3-4 hours. I'm going to be sitting on the bank.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be tossing bean bags or something, having drinks, waiting for you to come back from 3-4 hours worth of whatever you're doing, and then I'll eat all that stuff. I might even go out on the water for like 15 minutes just to see what you're up to, and then I'm going to be like, all right, I'm back on the land. Pour me
the 3-4 hours is the 3-4 hours is to fill up your cooler, bring it back to the bank.
Nope.
People on the bank are filleting it and fish is cooking it up. You're cooking all night long.
I'm drinking.
So it's catch, break, and drink.
Yeah,
that's all you're doing.
No. Toss, drink, and toss, and watch, and then watch. I'm really good at that stuff.
Rick,
yes, sir.
I'm James O'Neill. So if you look for me, I can send you, or if you guys want to do it, just look up gigging Missouri gigging, and you can see videos of it of what gigging.
All right, I'm gonna look it up
on YouTube, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Take care, man.
You too. Good luck in the tournament this year, sir.
Appreciate it.
Oh, what do you know? You learn something new every day. Gigging.
Never
heard of it. All right, listen, I want to be respectful of your time. I appreciate you coming on the show. Had a great time. I want to make sure you get out of here so you put the little one to bed. Yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be with us.
Happy to be out here, and hopefully we can hook up. Maybe do some gigging and have a
couple of cold ones. I like it.
On water or water, whatever.
Yeah.
You put vodka in water, a little bit of ice.
That's my go-to drink, to be honest with you.
Keeps you hydrated.
Hydrating.
While getting the job done.
See? He gets me.
Yeah, you got to, like I said, you work hard, you play hard, you got to be able to get up and get your stuff done.
Got to be in top physical shape. So that's how I do it. All right, man. Thanks a lot for being here. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
All right, man. Later. I have a feeling I would really get along with him. Like there's a lot of guys on tour that are like, yeah, they're great. I'd party with that guy. He seems really cool. All right, so you guys want to see the Z-Man box, right? Let's give away some more stuff. Golden tickets. Get your golden tickets ready. Are you ready? Ready? E4778L4575. Boom. You just want a box full of crap out of the garage. Yeah, get me the Z-Man box, please. All right, so we're going to go get the Z-Man box for you. We're going to show it to you. Before I show you the Z-Man box, I just want to make sure, like, you guys know, like, I can pick lots of brands that I like to work with. Lunker Hunt's one of my favorites, and I get it. Some of you guys are like, oh, that turtle, it's a gimmick. That's great. Lunker Hunt makes really great products, And just like every brand, there's some that are hits and some that are misses. And so I would encourage you to check out LunkerHunt.com. Use the promo code that we gave you. Hook yourself up. And if you haven't gotten a chance to get this box, you still got a few days left, and we got a couple of them. So make sure you check out Lunker Hunt. I love their swim bentos. Those are dope. Their frogs are great. And most people don't know, but like they make a lot of soft plastics that are really good. So check them out. You can find them at Dick's. Who's calling here? Valia. Should we take this call live? Let's do it. Hold on. Hello?
Hi, Richard.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Velia. I'm calling you from Phlebotomy Direct on behalf of Santelli Functional Wellness.
Oh, hi. Oh, is this to schedule my my blood work?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Are you available tomorrow between 9 and 10?
Let's see. Oh, I'm going out drinking tonight. You're not taking my blood tomorrow morning. No, I've got a dinner planned. I can't do this tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Oh no, actually, I have an appointment with the dog whisperer.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. So for Christmas, just so you know, you're live on the air. I have a call with someone that's going to give me the background on my dog. Someone bought it for me for Christmas. I don't really believe in this stuff, but it's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Like a mind reading kind of or a dog reading kind
Yeah, something like that. They're going to tell me why my dog's such a little pain in the ass.
Bad
What days do you have next week to do my blood work?
I will call you back.
Oh.
I will call you back to schedule you for a time next week.
You can't just do it right now?
I can schedule a day,
Yeah.
but not a time. The time will have to be the day before.
Okay.
What time works for you?
I can.
Excuse me. What day works for you?
I could do Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, let's shoot for Monday.
Okay, great.
Okay, I will be in touch.
All right. So no drugs, no alcohol.
That's right.
What? Do I have to eat anything or?
So yeah, nothing to eat or drink after 10 p.m. except water the night before.
Oh God! All right, I'm going to dinner on Sunday night too. I'll be home by 10. That's fine. We can do this. We're good. Call me on Monday.
If not, we'll schedule you for Tuesday. But I'll reach out to you for Monday.
All right, sounds great. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, bye. So I've got this new doctor. They're sending someone to my house to take my blood. I don't know about this. Okay. Where were we? Giving away more golden tickets. Let's give away some more golden tickets. L67471707. You won something else. Or I707, whatever. Oh my God, this has been crazy. The Lunker Hunt box. Oh yeah, we were talking about Lunker Hunt. I love Lunker Hunt. They're probably the easiest company to work with. John Goldfarb runs a heck of a company. There's great people there. They make great products. They stand behind them, and I encourage you to give them all a try. I'm so grateful that we are able to partner with them on projects like this where we get to do a takeover box, and I hope we get to do one again maybe next year. So, all right, let's talk about Z-Man. So as you can see, ooh, it looks all so pretty. So Jared had to take some pictures today, and he's like, how do I do this? Like, I got to walk it down there. And so we taped it all up so that we could show you some of the baits. So I'm going to walk you through some of what you're going to see next month. And everything's designed to pair together. So the jig heads pair with one of the soft plastics. The soft plastics all are trailers and everything. So Z-Man was really good about pairing this all up with the right colors and things so that when you get this, you're not going to have to guess as to what goes together because we're going to show you exactly what goes together. We're going to have a video on each one showing you exactly what you need. And yeah, there you go. So if you're wondering how we take pictures and stuff, I tape it all up. Jared walks around town like this, and everyone's like, ooh, ah, and there you go. Someone has to. All right, so in this, we got a chatterbait, excuse me, the chatterbait Freedom. Obviously, it's lead free, so you can use this anywhere in the country. You're good to go. Great bladed football head jig. Swings differently, and it pairs with one of the soft plastics. We've got the cross eyes chatterbait. I think we got like 3 or 4 different colors and everything. We got the swim bait eyes. We got the Willow Vibes. It's a 2-pack. It's a bladed jig head, and you can pair that with one of the soft plastics. We've got some minnows. We've got some of the goats. We got some of the, which ones are these? The finesse shads. And we got some of the razor shads. All of these work together. You got like 20, 30, 40, 47 bucks. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. I don't know how much these are. Somewhere around 46, 47 bucks worth of Z-Man. Along with all of the videos that are going to show you exactly how to use it. So we got some stickers. We got some stuff in there that you're going to love. So there you have it. I mean, well, that sucks. But hey, look, at the end of the day, it's all perfect. It all worked together. So there you have it. There's my Z-Man box. We worked really hard to put it together. It looks purty. And you're going to start receiving it next month. And, God, I got some really big news, but I don't know that I can share it because I might not find out until Monday. But Z-Man's going to come in the bait bags, not in the box. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Online strips without clothing? Who? Oh, yeah. I love her. How do we ban this asshole? Good. Can you imagine that's like your job? Your job is to go hit up live streams and like start. God, garbage. Okay. You know what else we've got coming up? After the Z-Man box, we got a box that's so special that it makes Alex Rudd want to get naked. So he's gonna love it, and he's gonna show it to you, and he's gonna take it all off and bare his soul as he's. I can't even go there. All right, who won the $25? I don't know. Oh, Marty Lawson, I think, won $25 because I think he played the cancer card and then got me to show it. You know, I don't know how I got screwed. My father had a full head of hair, and then he got cancer and lost all his hair. I don't have cancer, at least not that I know of. And I mean, I like my short hair. I do. But I don't know. All right, listen. I'm going to roll. We got one more ticket. V9570Y9701. I want to thank you guys. I don't take it for granted that I get to sit here and that, you know, I still got 75 people all online listening to what I'm saying. And I really appreciate all of you. It means a lot to me. I've decided I really want this to be an even better use of your time. So I'm gonna start taking my guests a little more seriously. Start taking my questions, my themes to these shows a little more seriously, so that you guys get some value out of it, a little more than you're getting out of it today. I know we have a lot of fun, and I love calling. I love when you guys call in because I think that's for me is the best part about it. if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button for me. I don't know how many likes we got right now. Don't really care. But I would love it if you guys could smash that like button because it helps us in the algorithm. And, trying to see what we can do. So if you guys could smash that like button, I'd appreciate it. Brandon, tell your mom I said hi. One of these days, she's going to either send me a ham or she's going to make me a peach cobbler. And say a prayer for meatloaf. I think we're a little late, Jared. I think we should have done that. So, God, the chat's going crazy right now. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Marty Lawson, Fishing with the Cotton, Alex Rudd, Alex Rudd's better half, David, all of you guys. I'm going to try and get over this cough. I'm going to go home. I'm going to shower. And I'm going to go to dinner. And I'm going to have three, maybe. Well, I'm going to have three. Yeah, I'm going to have 2 martinis. And then my good friend Dave Grillo is going to go order the wine because we're all going out to dinner tonight, a whole bunch of us. And even Rochelle in charge of finance is coming. She's going to get so mad when she sees how much we spend on dinner. But look, we got to spend the money because, Grillo put us onto some good government money and they gave us some. So got to say thank you. That's what we do. So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Do we know who our guest is next week? All right. Well, maybe you guys can comment in the comments and leave me some ideas on who you guys would like to see as guests. Whether they're in fishing, barbecue, professional wrestling. God, I would love a professional wrestler. That would be like my dream come true. Oh, my God. The day that I get a professional wrestler on here. Love it. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend. Tag us in the pics so we can see them. And we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe. Thanks a lot.